What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel and check out my content. And with that being said, man, I want to speak on this post that came across my timeline, right? And you can see right here where it says that Luca and Reeves, that duo, before LeBron James came back, they was 15-4. Now, since LeBron James came back, they are 9-15, right? So now this, I mean, this is just not a coincidence or a mistake. This is like what from what I'm seeing on the court, I can see why the Lakers are, it's just like the chemistry is not working and why the Lakers are losing. But the thing is, this is when I think about it, like whose fault this is, it's not LeBron James' fault. I think it's management and it is JJ Redick's fault. Because if you could allow this to continue to happen, to lose the way you're losing now, then JJ Redick deserved to be fired, right? Because when you see LeBron James and some of the things he's doing out there on the court, as far as like not playing any defense, dribbling the air out the ball at the offensive end, not trying to get rebounds or anything like that. Like his presence, LeBron James, his presence more so is hurting the Lakers than it is helping the Lakers. And when he first came back, he was saying like he could do everything. So it didn't really matter, like what the team needed, he would be able to help. And to me, it just seems like those was just, those are just empty words. He really didn't really didn't mean that, because anything that the Lakers can do in order to improve their record, like LeBron James is not going to allow them to do that. And I don't know what it is that LeBron James has over them, or how he's what kind of leverage he have, but JJ Redick just refused to make any moves that will help the Lakers. And I just don't understand it. And it's not that they even need coaches, right? I mean, they even need to trade somebody. That's not even the issue. Because, like I said, look at their record before LeBron James, 15 wins and 4 losses. So they have on their team everything that they need to already be at least, respectable in the league. And they went, I think the Lakers now, I'm going to look it up. I think the Lakers now have dropped all the way down to like 6th place in the West, which is crazy. When LeBron first got there, I think they was like 2nd or 3rd. They was 2nd when LeBron James first came back, right? It was 2nd in the West. Let me see what they are now. NBA standings. This is just the Lakers. Look at where they are. They all the way down to they number 6. Yeah, so the Lakers are number 6 in the West. When LeBron James first came back, they were number 2 in the West. So, like I said, man, there's some moves that they can make as far as like rotation wise that will help them. And I see this with a lot of teams. Nobody's playing a lot of teams are not even playing defense around the NBA. And if you basically play smart basketball, move the ball the way it's supposed to be moved, and play defense, any team in the NBA, not just the Lakers, but any team that's at the bottom can move up. If you have a coach that is a defensive minded coach, he's got his mind made up that, like, you know what, we may not have the talent of OKC, or we may not have the talent of the Houston Rockets, but at least we're gonna play some tough defense, right? That can move you up that can move you up from the bottom of the pack to at least be number 6. And the way I see it, maybe it'll move you even close, especially if you're in the East or the West. All you gotta do is play defense. But I don't even see teams trying to play defense, right? And looking at the Lakers, though, they are one of those teams. They just not really trying to play no defense. and every move they so stubborn doing the same things, and it's causing them to lose. So, and LeBron, they got guys on their team, on their roster who are better defenders. I would keep, Luca is what he is, but Luca is just he's just so dynamic offensively. Like you would just have to live with what Luca brings to the table. And I know a lot of people complain and say, well, Luca don't play no defense. Just what can you do? Like put more defenders around him. You know, that's it. I've seen guys like that before. Like I said, Steph Curry is not really a good defender, right? But everybody else on the court need to be a good defender. And then Steph Curry just he do try. I'm not saying that Steph Curry don't try on the defensive end, and but he's not really a good defender. Um, who else wasn't a really good like Allen Iverson? Allen Iverson played defense and he got steals, but at certain times, at certain points on the court, like in the low post area, like if he's working against a bigger guard, Allen Iverson was at a disadvantage, right? Just like Steph Curry. So, but you work around that different ways. You can hide a player. If you got one player that's not really a good defender, then you can hide him. So, if Luka is that one player on the court on my team that's not really a good defender, then I would just hide Luka. That's it. But you can't hide Luka and LeBron, And as far as Austin Reeves, people say he's not a good defender either, right? But he's a better defender, definitely a better defender than Luka and LeBron. So you definitely, I just would put better defenders around Luka and cut LeBron minutes because if JJ Redick wants to coach beyond like LeBron's career, then he's gonna have to start making some hard decisions. Because right now LeBron James is not allowing him to coach. And he's letting LeBron James dictate everything everything. I'm trying to figure out like how much pull LeBron James have, whereas though I don't know, and I'm trying to think back to the situation like when when Michael Jordan was with the Wizards, right? And Mike was the face of the league. And I don't think at that time, like, and Doug Collins was a coach of the Wizards. I guess Mike could have did the same thing that LeBron James did, like just kept on, that just basically run the team. And I think LeBron doing the same thing, but the difference between what Mike did in DC and what LeBron doing in LA is that Mike played hard. Like if Mike was out there on that court, Mike played hard at both ends. It wasn't like Mike just was going to come down and jack up shots, and then the Wizards just have to live with what Mike brings to the table. Mike was trying to win, but LeBron James is just different. He's just different. So I guess I can see why the Lakers are not really going to, they're just going to wait. I guess until LeBron James, they don't have to deal with LeBron James anymore because he the face of the league. And like I said, I do remember Michael Jordan. He basically ran the Wizards when he was there. So I guess if you give Mike that kind of leeway, I guess you give it to LeBron too. But I would hate to be in JJ Redick's shoes right now, whereas though you can't coach LeBron James and you can't any decision that you make to give somebody else more time that could be possibly help the team. JJ Redick hands is tired. I mean tied. And LeBron James won't allow JJ Redick to coach this team. And so it's all I don't know what they can do until while LeBron James is still playing, but this record, in my opinion, won't get any better because LeBron James is your leader. So he's one of the leaders. So LeBron James set the precedent. And if LeBron James is not playing defense, what's the other guy? DeAndre Ayton is not going to play defense. You know, because DeAndre Ayton is not a leader. He's more of a follower. And so if he see LeBron James not playing defense, he see Luka not playing defense. Then on top of that, they not giving him the ball when he wanted. So he's going to pout. He's going to be a follower. And then that's giving him more ammunition just to lay down. So this situation in LA, in my opinion, is just it's just crazy. It's crazy. And I know Los Angeles, you know, the Laker fans just can't wait. They can't wait for LeBron James to be out of there. So that's my take on it, man. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, I'm gonna check y'all out in the next video. Peace.